Signs your divine masculine is feeling the twin flame connection too. This podcast video is dedicated to divine feminines who find themselves in a position of either feeling like the communication from their divine masculine counterpart is lacking in the physical, or perhaps they aren't in communication physically in the 3D at all. Now, what happens when you are a divine feminine in this position is because you are someone who is highly spiritual, highly conscious, someone who is most likely researching a lot of spiritual material, perhaps even twin flame specific material. In fact, I am certain you were researching that because that is how you found this video. So when you are in that state of physical separation or non-communication with your twin flame, and yet you are intensely, just tangibly aware of the connection to them, the result is that there is this kind of confusion set up in the conscious mind because you are now very consciously feeling all of these signs, sensations, energetic, yet sometimes also physically manifested experiences as a result of your twin flame connection, your connection with this other incarnated soul here on earth, in spite of the fact you aren't in communication with them. So very often, the divine feminine in this position finds herself feeling stuck in her own head at times, thinking, am I going crazy? How can I know what is happening within my own mind, my own energy, and what I am actually picking up on from my divine masculine twin flame? So that is why I'm creating this video, to help any divine feminine in that position find some kind of clarity as to what her divine masculine could be feeling about the connection. Signs specifically that they are sensing, feeling the connection, even if they aren't in communication in this 3D world. So I'm going to get into that in a moment, but first I do want to introduce myself to anyone who might be new to this channel. If you are new, then welcome. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So what is the first sign your divine masculine counterpart is feeling the connection to, that they are becoming more aware consciously of your twin flame connection? The first sign is that you will see it in their eyes. Now, I know this sign won't connect with everyone, so if this doesn't apply for you, if you don't physically interact with your twin flame, you may want to skip ahead. But the eyes truly are the windows to the soul. This is not just some cliche saying, but a universal truth, especially when it comes to twin flames. Our eyes quite literally reflect the essence of our soul. And for twin flames, because of that, looking into one another's eyes is an incredibly powerful and intense experience because you are looking into your identical mirror reflection soul essence. It is as though you are quite literally peering into your own soul, looking at yourself in a sense. So when you're a divine feminine in the presence of your divine masculine physically, and he may be, for whatever reason, perhaps he is dealing with some of his own wounding or negative patterns within himself. Perhaps he is still going through a spiritual awakening, is closed off consciously to the idea of a twin flame connection or your connection to him. But let's say he is in the 3D denying the connection for whatever reason. Regardless of what is said in the physical world, this is his knowing of the connection as he becomes more aware of it is something you will see. You will see it in his eyes. Now, I know that this is one of those signs that is really easy to doubt yourself on because, again, the conscious mind, the ego overlays these judgments. Am I just being delusional? Am I just imagining the way that he is looking at me? But when your divine masculine is feeling the connection, they can deny with words, they can deny with actions, but their eyes will betray them every single time. It's very difficult to describe the look that a divine masculine has in his eyes when he is becoming consciously aware of the connection to the divine feminine. But the best way I can articulate it in physical words is that it is this kind of softening of the eyes. It's this warmth. It is this almost a little bit amused and yet deeply admiring kind of look. It's sometimes expressed even in a gaze where it feels like their eyes kind of just linger on you, looking at you, and time just kind of freezes up, just kind of stops momentarily, and you're stuck there together in this moment, having this very intense eye connection with one another. And in that moment of connecting through the eyes with your twin flame masculine, he will be feeling it too. And again, you will be able to see it, not only because it's very evident through the kind of way that he will look at you in these moments, but also because as his twin flame divine feminine counterpart, you have the uncanny ability to read him like a book. It's just that you doubt your ability to read him because of interference from your own ego and the self-doubt generated by the conscious mind. So the second sign that the divine masculine is also feeling this twin flame connection is that you may randomly experience increased dream interactions with the divine masculine. Now, of course, dreams are a very delicate subject because dreams are so intricately connected with our subconscious mind, which, of course, the subconscious is a reflection of our energy field. And with our soul essence, we can experience so many different kinds of things through our dreams, such as communication from our own higher self through symbols. So symbols, dreams can sometimes be symbolic, even interactions or people in our dreams can be symbolic. However, very often in the case of twin flames, dreams are not simply symbolic or a manifestation of our subconscious of what's going on in our energy. Very often, twin flame dreams will actually be shared and very real, meaning very conscious kinds of experiences, dreams that you both interact with together that sometimes, depending on your level of awakening, you are actually both able to remember consciously these dream interactions. So if you find yourself as the divine feminine suddenly experiencing a seeming increase of dream interactions with the masculine, especially if this seems to kind of come out of nowhere, especially if it happens when you weren't necessarily exerting more conscious thought about him than usual, you may not even be in communication. This can very well be a sign that he is kind of calling out to you in a sense, meaning he's becoming more consciously aware of the connection. He's beginning to feel it, to sense it more consciously. And as a result, he is radiating more of these conscious thoughts about you, toward you, that you are then subconsciously picking up on and processing through these intensified dream interactions and experiences. The third and final sign that your divine masculine is also feeling the connection is that you find yourself energetically interacting with the divine masculine more frequently in real time in your day-to-day life. Now, this sign really deserves its own space, its own podcast video. So perhaps I'll share more on this specifically in the future. But essentially what this feels like, because of course we are always capable of energetically connecting in with our twin flame consciously because they exist within us. This is really an energetically based, a soul-based connection. We are intertwined. So anytime we meditate or consciously tap into that higher level realm and those higher level aspects of ourselves, we naturally tune into our twin flames energy and frequency as well. But I'm not speaking about those times that you as the divine feminine are consciously attempting or trying to contact your twin, to connect with them, to reconnect with them by, of course, connecting in with yourself. I'm talking about times outside of that. Times where you are doing something very 3D and very oftentimes mundane. Let's say you're at the grocery store, you're shopping, and all of a sudden you start feeling as though you can feel your twin flames energy present beside you. Perhaps you can even hear them commenting, making kind of conversation. This is essentially what we often call twin flame telepathy. Telepathy can happen not just as we think of it traditionally, as hearing some kind of a voice in our head or something like that. Although some twin flames do experience this form of telepathy, it can also be just sensing someone present energetically with us as we are going about our day. And as your divine masculine becomes more consciously aware of the connection, or when they are in a moment of really realizing like, oh my gosh, I am strongly connected with this person, they will then begin to open themselves up in a way that causes them to more powerfully send you this energetic signal that you then translate so effortlessly that you pick up on it, even at times when you aren't trying to, when you aren't clearing your mind, meditating, when you're very focused on the physical, the 3D, and the material. Again, kind of as a distinction from those times when you are just waking up, about to fall asleep, or meditating, because those are the times when your conscious mind is actually intentionally much more dormant and relaxed. So at those times, it's very common to feel your twin flames energy. But throughout the day, if you have this sudden increase of, I am just going about my life, I'm going about my day, and all of a sudden my twin flame masculine just pops into my energy field or into my mind, this is very, very strongly an indicator that the divine masculine is consciously awakening to the connection and beginning to consciously think about how strongly he is feeling that connection. If you would like to tap into your twin flames energy at any point in time, the beautiful thing about this connection is that quite literally your twin is within you. If you are the divine feminine, your divine masculine is simply the divine masculine energetic essence within yourself. So by peeling back those conscious layers of confusion, of negative beliefs, especially beliefs related to unconditional love, related to our own worthiness, our self-worth, as we peel back those layers of negative energies, we effortlessly tune to our twin flames frequency, because our twin flames frequency is our frequency. Who we are at a soul level before someone told us what to be or something influenced us to be different. So this whole journey is really about peeling back those layers and getting back to the core of who we truly are. And as a tool to assist you along this deprogramming and remagnetizing process with your energy, I've created a 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal meditation. Subliminals are designed by nature to bypass the conscious filter of the mind, which we often think of being represented as the ego. Subliminals are so powerful because they actually are capable of bypassing this filter, because as you listen, you won't be able to consciously, clearly understand every word of the affirmations. But because of this, your subconscious mind, which has a much, much wider range of hearing, can actually more easily pick up on these affirmations and accept them very quickly into its inner workings, its inner mechanical system, so to speak. The result of this is that because your subconscious is a reflection of your energy field, they are like mirror images of one another. Shifting the thoughts of your subconscious mind, the beliefs rooted in the subconscious, can quickly up-level and raise your vibration as well. So what you are looking at on the screen is my website, soundandsoulful.com. On this website, I have created over 100 subliminals for virtually every area of life imaginable. Specifically for twin flames, I do have an entire section of subliminals dedicated exclusively to the twin flame path. You can even combine different subliminals into your own custom playlist, and they are all available in many different sound options. So again, this 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal is linked in the pinned comment and description box under this video. You can create a free trial account on my website to try out this subliminal completely free for 7 days. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day and week, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.